Okay, here we are at Alchemy, and we are here with Deb Bretton Robinson. I said that correctly, I assume,
yes,
because you didn't correct me like you did earlier.
That's right.
Which is very good. And you are the artist of the month. This is the third month that Alchemy has been doing this series.
Right.
You have this room, this fantastic room. I'm going to pan around slowly, just a little bit to get people an idea. How many pieces do you have here? Do you know?
I think I have about either 14 or 16 pieces, something like that.
14 or 16 pieces. Oil?
They're all acrylics on canvas.
Acrylics? Is acrylic different than oil, or is that
Yes.
the same thing?
Acrylics are plastic, and oils are oils.
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, you know. Well, plastics are made from oil.
If you say so.
No, I know, but I know it's different. But you know, they're a component.
Yeah, acrylics.
That's Manny breaking stuff, but that's good. We're very professional, in case you haven't noticed. Very professional. Yeah.
Acrylics dry a lot faster than oils do. Oils take, maybe a week or two to dry. Acrylics take about 20 minutes.
I see. So when you're working with acrylic, you can kind of bang out a piece. Whereas if a artist is working with oils, they may have a painting may take them a couple weeks to do. Right.
Right. Well, it takes me a couple weeks too because I have 3 children.
There you go. I could appreciate that with mine too. Yeah.
So.
And your style is very unique.
It is. It's very graphic. I started out at the New England School of Art and Design in Boston for fashion illustration, and in that course of classes, we had to take a lot of graphic design classes because it just you use a lot of typography and that kind of thing in the fashion business, and I just kind of got bored with just drawing the figure over and over and over again, but I learned a lot, and I took that and went into the fine art course at Mass College of Art and started painting and teaching those kind of courses, and so I continued my graphics into the painting, and it's just a really flat look and sort of printmaking kind of a look. But I still have some detail in it, so it doesn't get totally too flat.
They're very unique and they're very vibrant, but they are. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Who are your influences, or are your influences completely your own?
No, I have a lot of influences. Well, then there's Matisse, of course, during his Fauvist period. It's a short window of time, 1905 to 1909, and they did really wild colors. And he did a lot of outlining. I do a lot of outlining because when I paint, I start off with a color pencil sketch, and I really like my drawings. Mm-hmm. And when you paint, it just kind of makes that go away a little bit. So when you outline, it brings back the drawing. Huh. But beyond Matisse, then there's Alice Neal and the Seven, or the Eight, as they're called in Canada, a group of painters that did a lot of native Canada landscapes, just really graphic stuff. And Tommy Thompson and Lauren Harris.
You seem to like architecture.
I do.
Yeah.
I really do.
And
Edward Hopper.
Edward Hopper, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite guy, because I don't know if that's just a trendy thing. I hate to say it, but I love his work. Jeff Weaver's also. But but this is just, I don't know.
Like Hopper on steroids.
Hopper on acid, maybe.
Maybe.
Some kind of some funky thing. Yeah. But they're beautiful. They're really, and they're very representative of the kind of like the areas that you're thinking. Now, what brought you to Gloucester? For the people, we discussed this earlier, but for the people that are watching this.
My husband is a avid fisherman, and he's also a businessman. He would prefer to fish all the time. Mm. And his aunt and uncle live in Manchester by the sea. And so we're here a lot to visit them, and so that he can take advantage of the fishing. And we've always come here so that Marion and Steve Hall, that's his aunt and uncle, can enjoy our children growing up, and it's they're almost like grandparents because their grandparents are kind of far away in New Jersey. So we come here and he fishes and I paint. We make it work.
Yeah. And you said that the reason that you love Gloucester so much is the architecture.
The architecture is a big influence, yes. I love old architecture. I love thinking about the generation who created it, and you know, they have a different way of thinking, a different way of building back then, and we just don't do that anymore. You know.
And what you said was that you live in Chelmsford.
Yes.
But you could probably say it better than me.
Well, in Gloucester, they have preserved the beautiful antiquity here, and sadly, where I live in Chelmsford, you know, and I've seen beautiful places in Chelmsford in the old photographs, but pretty much they've knocked them all, most of them all down, to make way for a new gas station or shopping area or something like that. It's very, very sad for me.
Yeah.
You know? So I come here and Gloucester is just all preserved and wonderful, and it makes me very happy.
You seem like you're getting a little emotional right now. Are you getting emotional, or is that just something, a cadence, part of your cadence?
I feel very strongly about preservation,
Mm-hmm.
and I come from Plastow, New Hampshire, and you know, the Haverhill area in Massachusetts, and that's a lot of that has been preserved too.
Yeah. Industrial areas. Now, it's funny because that theme of preserving and that seems to be a lot of the Gloucester. Another series I do is Gloucester Perspectives interviews, and that's one of the top 3 things that people say they love about Gloucester. They keep coming back to the architecture and the preserved architecture, and that things weren't just bulldozed.
Yeah.
So it's kind of important.
It's really special, you know, all the details, and I mean, no one does that anymore.
Yeah.
Or no one can afford to do it anymore. I don't know what.
All right. Well, let's do this. Let's get up, and we're going to take a little walk, and I would like you to talk about your paintings.
Okay.
And we'll start off all the way to the right. Yep, right here. And you could describe the scene for us.
This is the road above the Annisquam River, and sometimes we spend the weekend here, you know, Memorial Day weekend, and I just kind of cruise around and look at different areas that I might want to paint, and I just saw this and I fell in love with it. It's you know, sort of a blue-green piece and a lot of shadows. This is Lanesville. I really liked the building and the starkness of the telephone poles, and I wanted to play with the clouds a little bit.
Beautiful.
This is Chappaquiddick on Martha's Vineyard, and just really got into the colors on this one, colors and line.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Like someone could buy this would probably make you very happy, but someone could buy like a bunch of your paintings and do a room, and it would just be museum quality, gorgeous, really huge impact, beautiful pieces. And what are we looking at now?
This is Lanesville Corner, and it's down the street from where we stay. It's a nice villagey look to it. And that is Lowell on the Riverwalk. That's the painting that I am donating to the auction for the Gloucester Education Foundation.
Yeah, we should mention that the Alchemy, the people at Alchemy and Mark McDonough that has the space here and have really embraced this idea of giving back to the community, and part of 10%, I think, of anything that gets sold here, plus the one that gets donated and bid on it at auction, goes to the Gloucester Education Foundation. Right.
It's a very worthy cause.
Yeah, it definitely is. And where can people see your work? You have to have a website, right?
I do. It's on fineartamerica.com, and it's let's see, tinyurl.com/BrettonArts.
Bretton Arts.
BRETTONARTS.
And we'll link to that on the blog so people can find that. And this has been fantastic. And we'll take a bunch of pictures of your other work. Thank you for coming down all the way to Gloucester. I know it's a big pain in the ass, but
That's okay.
it's
Especially in the snowstorm.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, thanks for making the effort. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.